This is your post-match review. Manchester United have just lost 2-1 to Aston Villa. They've finally beaten us. I think it's like the second time in 27 games or something ridiculous. And in a weird way, it kind of played out like that because, despite Aston Villa's record, Simon, in the league I'm talking about and how many wins they've had in the last kind of 15 games and, being 3 points behind Arsenal, I thought United were the better team in that game. Talk to us about it.
No, I agree. I thought we played well. We had them on the ropes a lot of the time. I thought we outplayed them in the midfield. I thought the tactical tweaks that Amarin made were spot on. Yeah. People looked sharp. Bruno looked sharp. Mason Mount looked really good. Dorgu looked good. Dallo looked good. So there's a lot of positives in that performance. And I just think had maybe Sesko been a bit sharper, maybe he could have got on the end of a couple of opportunities he had, or the through balls he could have scored. And then there was obviously that Cunha opportunity where if he gets a better header on it, maybe it ends up in the back of the net. But yeah, I think we at least deserved a point out of that, maybe even win that game. But yeah, it's one of those games where you don't. I hate that we lose. I'm not accepting a loss before anybody starts. But I think there was way more positives in that performance than there was in, say, the Everton loss, for example.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like despite whatever challenges we faced in the game, because obviously prior to going in it anyway, we didn't have Casemiro, who's massive for us in the midfield, no Mbumo, no Ahmad, no Mazraoui. It wouldn't be more forgiving if you lost that game, but it'd be kind of like, all right, it's understanding that it's going to be really, really tough. Even Mainu, who's probably going to start the game as well, was injured. Yeah. So you've lost like 6 first-team players there. Yeah. Then, we start with a team that's a little bit rugged at the start anyway, and then Bruno Fernandes goes off as well at halftime because God knows what he's done. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But they still kept the pressure on and they still kept going. And I thought there was some really nice pieces from the attackers. I thought Cunha and Mount in particular were really, really good. Yep. I feel like there's still defensive problems. I think the 2 goals we can get on straight away. Usually I like going through kind of chronologically, but it's hard to avoid at the minute, to be honest with you, because it has cost us the game. I know Morgan Rogers is a phenomenal player and a talent, but Lenny Yoro's got to do better for those goals on his Sam. Like way too much space for a player of his caliber.
He was asleep at the back. Just didn't get out quick enough to him. Didn't close him down quick enough. Didn't try and put a block in or get a tackle in. And by the time he gets anywhere near him, Rogers is unleashing an absolute bullet from his foot. And like, say what you want about Lenny Yoro, but those 2 finishes were absolutely fantastic. Like, unbelievable finishes for them. So you've got to give him that, like, 2 unbelievable goals. But you sort of look through the game and like the only opportunities they had, I think. Like, I can't, like, there was a save and a block right at the very beginning that Le Mans made, and then Heaven made a block. And then that was it. Like, they didn't really offer anything besides those 2 chances.
We win that game, Sam, if Morgan Rogers isn't on the pitch. I think it's simple as that.
Honest. But he was the difference. Like, he was phenomenal. Yeah. Like, he was absolutely. And there's a reason why he's been in every England team that, under Thomas Tuchel. There's a reason why he's so highly rated at Villa and stuff. Like, he's a fantastic player. But yeah, Lenny Yoro, he's been having a bit of a shit season, hasn't he? He's been a bit poor this season, and it's continuing, unfortunately. And again, like we spoke on the preview, and we spoke on it last week, the lack of experience in that defensive line is killing us. If De Ligt plays, does that happen? I don't know. If Maguire plays, does that happen? I don't know. If Leach is 100% fit and starts, does that happen? That's the big questions.
I thought the exact same thing with the De Ligt when that second goal went in. I was like, okay, if it happens once, you don't forgive it, but you're like, okay, just make sure it doesn't happen again. When a replica of the goal happened again, not almost. I think Dallo and Heaven maybe for the second goal was a little bit at fault as well, allowing the cross to come in, and then Heaven was a little bit static. But then just the space and time to allow him. I think, like you said, someone De Ligt who's been at Ajax, Juventus, and Bayern Munich has been in so many different scenarios with dangerous attackers. I think he touches tight there and he doesn't let him get a shot off, or forces it out wide or whatever. So, He's got a lot to learn, Lenny Yoro. He had a period, the Southampton game against Slimani, where we all remember that he just got dusted in. Got his confidence, regained it back after that, was solid, and now he's having a bit of a bumpy time again, which happens. It's a young player, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's no one's going to be perfect. We always say progress isn't kind of linear, so it's understandable. But it has, you have to admit, because it's a crucial area of the pitch, it has cost us the past couple of games. I think we'd have more points on the board because of that. So I'm sure Ruben Amorim will be absolutely desperate to get back some experienced heads in that back line, because I think you get a minimum point out of that game if you've got someone experienced. However, Sam, Aiden Heaven next to him, in my opinion, I was going back and forth with my mates. They didn't agree with me, but I thought Aiden Heaven was really, really good again today.
Really good.
Talk through his performance, what you thought.
Oh, you saw that. I just touched on that block that he makes. Lamont says, and a really good block from him. He made some. There was a really important tackle when Yoro doesn't quite get to him, and then Heaven slides in and hooks the ball away, helps his teammate out. Yeah, I thought he was solid. He was good, like pressing forward and going into the midfield and that. I thought, he had one of his better games. He's been up and down the last few games. He's had a bad game, and he's had a good game, bad game, good game. Which again, young player, 18. It's to be expected. They're not going to be consistent every single game. But I thought he had a good game. But I think again, I don't think you can play Yoro and Heaven next to each other together at this point. I just think it's too inexperienced at this point.
Yeah, I think if you look at the team in general, by the time we finished the game, we had Shea Lacey, Jack Fletcher, Lenny Yoro, Aiden Heaven.
Leacher was in the number 6 as well.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. We'll speak about that. Yeah. Lamont, obviously, we spoke about his age as well. There's two sides to the coin, isn't it? It's like right now when we're trying to get results, it's not great because we need that experience. But the ceiling and the future for this team could be quite bright if they're performing at a certain level.
It's the balance.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
What it is.
100%. The positive in the first half, Sam, we get back into the game just before it turns half time. Mateus Cunha with another goal contribution. I think he got an assist against Wolves, goal against Bournemouth, and got a goal again today. So he's been directly involved in 3 goals in his last 3 outings. We said we wanted more output from him, and he's starting to do that, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he looked good this game. I like the relationship he's developing with Mason Mount. The 1-2s, the inside touches, and the give and goes and stuff like that. That's the way those two like to play. So they're sort of like helping each other out. Like when one comes inside or one goes outside. Like I like that. So yeah, good, really good goal. He had a couple of shots beforehand as well. Pulled some saves out of Martinez and a wide and stuff like that. So yeah, he's improving slowly but surely. He's definitely improving. Obviously, he needs to maybe pick up the burden a bit more now. Where obviously with Mbumo and Ahmad gone, and then maybe Bruno, who we don't know what the state of the injury is.
I think he can though, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope so. I
think he can.
I really do.
Yeah,
him and Mount are going to be key, like going forward. Like they're going to be the 2 players where like they need to perform for us to get anything out of any game.
Yeah, McMillan just put in the chat there, Mount knits the team together. I absolutely agree. Now he's playing consistently. Gary Neville said it in commentary as well. He was like, United play better when Mason Mount is the team, and it's no coincidence. Yeah. Even Dallo behind him. We've slagged off Dallo a lot. Dallo was improved.
He's improved
a lot. Hopefully he sustains that now, because you never want to get caught into the trap, do you, where you start praising a player and then they go back to the old kind of inconsistencies. But the past couple of games, you can't fault him. He's been direct. He's been good with the ball. He's not looked nervous.
Put crosses in.
Putting crosses in. He's done everything you want from a wing back. Yeah. So if he keeps performing like that, I've got no kind of qualms with him playing at all. No. Just shortly back to Cunha for a second. When we was 2-1 down, Sam, that sitter, that header that he missed.
Yeah. A better connection on that. That's an easy goal, that, isn't it? Like
you've got to finish that.
He gets a slight like nod on it, and you want like a more forceful connection. I feel like on that. Was it Dorgu put that cross in as well? Like it was a really good cross.
For I think so. I think it was Shaw put it across, and then Dorgu put it back across.
Like Dorgu whipped him some really dangerous balls. Like really dangerous. There was the one where Sesko goes in with his studs, and he's just like inches away from it. There was obviously the Cunha one and stuff. So yeah, Dorgu put some really good crosses in today. But a guy of that experience, Mateus Cunha, who's I've seen score those goals for Wolves. I've seen it.
Yeah, he scored way harder goals than that. For
Wolves. Like he needs to put that in.
I
He's
couldn't
put that in
believe he
there.
missed that because he probably ended up drawing that game if that goes
Yeah.
in, and we always
Might
talk
even
about
go on to win it.
yeah,
Might even go on to win it.
yeah. You talk about small margins. Look, if there's any kind of positive, we speak about the performance being good, but again, youngsters finally getting on. Sam, a lot of people have been crying out for it. Jack Fletcher, Shea Lacey finally getting minutes on the pitch. Obviously, not really enough to impact the game. Fletcher was on a little bit longer, but it's always nice to see young talents in it. I mean, we got Shea Lacey fucking ages ago, weren't we? It felt like.
Yeah. I think we spoke about him and Harry
Amas?
Amas last season. Yeah, last season. Obviously, Shea Lacey's been unlucky with injuries. Like he's not sort of had a good run with injuries, but he seems like he's fit and he's playing now. It's a shame he only got 8 minutes, but a debute's a debut. It's good to see. That's what United's about. Youth courage, success. Like I want to see academy players. And it seems like Amram has realised with his injuries that he's got and the AFCON players that have gone, he's got no choice but to turn to the academy. Because you look at that bench, Mantato, Jack Fletcher's on there, Shea Lacey's on there. I'm sure there was others that I forget. But he's going to have to use them over these next 7 games, maybe even longer, depending on how long Bruno's out for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to only be positive. Jack Fletcher, some nice touches. Move the ball about well. Shea Lacey got a shot off. I mean, it was tame one, easy for the goalie, but that's positive, man. Like, all happy, very happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely agree. And hopefully more minutes kind of continue. They didn't look phased at all, to be fair, when they came on. They looked like they was up for it. And that they was ready. So that was really, really nice. We'll speak about Martinez as a 6 in a minute. And if there's any kind of updates on Bruno Fernandes as well, we'll bring that
I'm just on Twitter.
So yeah, we'll see what people are saying. T2 saying very frustrating. Thought we were the better side, but gave up 2 chances that were criminal, and Cunha missed a sitter. Best way to sum up the game, pretty much. We can all go home after that. Yeah, spot on. UTFR, 2 pieces of magic from Rodgers won it. United didn't deserve to lose. We could have won with Toby Menu in the middle. Sam, I can't tell
Toby Menu.
Toby Menu. Oh my God. When someone put that, I asked people in the chat, genuinely, me and Dan was fucking crying, like dying.
Love it.
For about 5-10 minutes. So funny. One thing I was happy about, Amram throwing caution to the wind and throwing on some youth players. It didn't exactly work out, but happy with the gamble. It's in our DNA. Yoro is in bad period of form for quite a while now. It's not as if they can rotate him, though. Is it, Sam? I think the manager would actually take him out of the line and and play Delit there, but we can't do anything at the minute, so we need players back. It's crazy to think we're going into this Newcastle game, potentially, Sam, without Delit, Maguire, and Mbumo, Ahmad, Mazraoui, Bruno Fernandes all together.
Yeah, Sesko's not back to 100% fitness because he obviously got taken off. So he's not fit to do 90 minutes. Lissandro, we don't know the status where he's at. He obviously can't start games yet. So, like, there's another 2 who we don't know what their level is at this point. So, it's not good. It don't look good.
Box in the chat saying free Toby Menu.
Yes. We need to get that's a merch item, that isn't it?
Oh my God.
That's a merch item.
Yeah.
Toby Menu.
So many ideas coming to my head. Now, with Bruno Fernandes going off the pitch, Sam, a lot of people thought, and people in comms as well, thought that Joshua Zirkzee was going to come onto the pitch and natural kind of attacking option, and Amram would tweak it. But he opted for Lisandro Martinez. What did you make of him as a 6?
He might just save us 100 million if he carries on like that, doesn't he?
He was
good.
He was good.
I liked it. Like, I mean, like, I would play him over Ugarte at this point. Honestly, like, I think he was really good. He was aggressive. He was good tackles, and we know what he's like on the ball. He's great on the ball. He's got a good passing range. He's press resistant. Like, he's got all the qualities of a number 6. In all honesty, he's just obviously his stature. He's a bit sort of less physically imposing because of like the size of him. But yeah, I liked it. Like, if going forward we need to fill that gap, I'm more than happy to see Lachandra in there, man. Like,
well, I'm thinking you spoke about Ugarte there. Imagine if we play that game there, and obviously sometimes it's circumstantial, player coming on, maybe it's a little bit easier. But imagine we would have played Lisandro as a 6, Menu and Bruno in the midfield. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you could go toe to toe with Villa's midfield then, almost like with Onana, Camara, and Tielemans. Like, that's quite a sort of good battle to see. But yeah, Ugarte, not good, was it? Like, there's quite a few times he lost the ball or gave it away and stuff.
In the first half, I literally put a note straight away. Ugarte bullied off the ball again, and Villa nearly scored. Jesus Christ, what a save from Lamont, and then Heaven's second block as well. There's too many times now where it's happening in the game, and I think football team, they just target him. The plan from a manager, they must like put it up on a presentation and go, when he gets
gets the ball, pressure
him. Yeah, pressure him because you'll get it off him. I don't want to see if I don't know who's going to be available for the next game. I imagine he's probably going to play, but he needs to get up to speed quickly because he's no way near the races at all. But Martinez as a 6, I have to admit, like really, really calm. His awareness was great when he was on the ball. You speak about Ugarte getting pushed off it. Lissandro knew where he was at or how close the player was. Playing through the lines, switching play. Like he looked like a bit like a regista. Like I'm not going to go as far as say Carrick or anything like that, but he looked really calm on the ball, didn't he? I'm not saying before people come at me. I'm definitely not saying that.
Yeah.
But just how he was distributing the ball and how he took it under pressure and how calm he was, I thought it was really nice to see. And I'm like,
no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the performance. I mean, a lot of people have been saying it for a while now, haven't they? Like they've been saying it. Why can't he play there? And Ten Hag was like, no, he can't do it and stuff like that. And I think even Amram said in a press conference, oh no, we don't want him to play there and stuff. But it looked all right. I mean, I've got to say, but the Rodgers 2 goals aside, Villa didn't look good.
No,
like did not look good at all.
For a team who's won 15 out of 17.
Do you know what I mean? Who beat Arsenal? This is a team who beat Arsenal. Like he didn't look at the races at all. Like Rodgers aside, like they just didn't look up for it.
He's just said something. After the game, there's no bigger team than Manchester United, and they came here to play. I think all them Villa players, and why the manager was so happy in that game, is because without doubt, categorically, Man United was the better team in that game. Like it's not even a conversation. It's not an opinion. It's not a throw out there. It's a fact, really, when you watch it. We was all over him, causing problems.
I've just seen Diego Dallo. We don't know how bad Bruno's injury is yet. We know how tough it is for him to take time off. Hopefully, it's not too bad. So, don't know yet.
Yeah, because they were saying hamstring, weren't there? And then
he carried on.
He carried on. So you're like, okay, well, it's not as bad. I don't know. I really, really don't. He's not coming off the pitch unless it's something that's stopping him, like physically stopping him coming off the pitch.
If
you know what I mean?
His leg could fall off on the all honesty, Bruno, and he would try and carry on. That's the kind of player he is.
Yeah. Ruben Amorim's just been speaking after the game as well. He said, everyone who watched the game knows that we were the better team, but we were unlucky, especially after Bruno Fernandes went off. Just trying to find a couple of other quotes from him as well.
Just said he said the better team didn't win today.
It's right. I think it's absolutely right. And Villa players will know that. So it's weird. You never want to come away from a game and be positive after a loss. But if you're gonna lose a game, is that the right way to lose?
That's the mentality. That's a good mentality, isn't it? Like I've always said, like teams lose matches all the time. Like it happens. Like it's a fact. You cannot go win every single game. Fergie didn't do it. I know Arsenal have this invincible season, but they drew 12 games. So let's calm down. But if you go down to fighting and playing well, like that's all you can ask for. And United did that. Like we played well for most of the game. It was 2 defensive lapses from a single individual and 2 stunning shots from Morgan Rodgers. Like there's not much you can do. Like besides the individual, like as a team, I thought we played well. The individual, that's where the mistake was.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting going into these games against Newcastle now. Where we're going to be at, because the Premier League table can change so quickly. We had an opportunity again today after
go 5th.
Let me think. Over the weekend, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Brighton, Tottenham, all the teams around us basically. Chelsea was another one, drop points, and we had a real opportunity to push up the table. Then we're still on 26 points. We're still 7th in the table, but you're starting to see a bit of a gap now, especially from 3rd, let's say, for example. So Aston Villa have 36 points. We're on 26. We're 10 points behind Villa currently. But Chelsea are on 29 points. So from Chelsea down, Sam, to about Tottenham, there's a proper rat race, isn't it?
Yeah, for that 4th spot, maybe even 5th is open up for grabs, I think.
Yeah.
Like anybody can get involved in that. Obviously, Liverpool got a win at the weekend. And I think if we would have won today, would have gone above them on goal difference. So, like, we're still in it, man. Like, we're definitely still in that race despite the result today. And I think if we play like that against Newcastle, you saw Newcastle, they took a lead against Chelsea and then chucked it away again towards the end and almost lost it. So they're not an unbeatable team. This Newcastle team, you can get at them, but again, our defense. That's going to be the key question. That's what's going to let us down.
Ruben Amorim's just come out on the Bruno Fernandes situation and said it is soft tissue, so it's going to take a while. That's what he said.
Shit, that's not good, is it? A while.
That's
not a week, is it? That is a couple of weeks. It sounds like.
Yeah, we are going to be really tested. I don't need to go into it. Everyone knows how important Bruno Fernandes is to this team. But if anyone's going to step up, we've come full circle here. We said at the start, if Mount and Cunha can keep these level of performances and keep doing what they're doing, we won't miss him as much. It's obviously still going to be a huge gap there. But they have to maintain those performances. And no Mbeumo and Ahmad, it's like the worst timing ever, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think this now puts pressure on Ineos to buy in January?
I think Semenyo instantly,
because midfield though. Like midfield, we are running on fumes in midfield at the minute.
Obviously, Cass will come back into it, won't he? And be available. But you're right, we are light in midfield. And obviously Mainu being injured as well, he's out for a few weeks. So I don't know.
Agati's playing really piss poorly as well. Bruno's out. Are you going to rely on a midfield pivot, Casemiro and Agati? Play week in, week out? I think that needs to be addressed. Hopefully Ineos see that, and Ruben Amorim's going to the board and be like, I need reinforcements. Like Ruben Neves is available for 20 million.
Yeah.
I think he would be a fantastic
I'd be up for that.
solution.
Yeah.
And Joe Steeler, I think 35 million, something like that, 40 million. Go get somebody. Fix this. It really needs to be sorted.
It was weird because Amorim said in his presser they're not going to go buy someone as a reactive signing. So because someone's out or because people are at AFCON, I think those are his exact words.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where you get that thin in midfield and where
Jack Fletcher's playing, he's coming on.
And that's no slight on the kid, obviously.
No.
It's good minutes for him, but I think they'll have to do something because sometimes you can tweak it in the case of, okay, if Bruno isn't available, maybe you can drop Mount a little bit back into midfield. That's why you're bringing an attacker. If you've got Semenyo on your side, you can afford to do Semenyo, Cunha, and Sesko, for example. So maybe it's a case of that. But he does feel like the one who's prominent in a minute to move. There's a lot of noise around Antoine Semenyo coming out from journalists. So
the issue with Mason Mount, though, and I hope he doesn't get injured, but the guy is injury prone.
Exactly.
So put all that pressure. Say Bruno's out, it's right, you're going to play week in, week out in this really energy heavy position in the 8.
Yeah.
Does that make him push him over the limit where he ends up getting another injury? So there's a lot of risks in that midfield. That's why I'm thinking we need to go out. I think Ruben Neves would be super smart business for Ineos. 20 million. I think he fits into the squad, and then he would be squad depth going forward. I think that is really smart business.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen plenty of teams do it before. The 20, 30 million pound player who just solidifies that midfield. Ahmed says Martinez is a better CDM. It's early to tell. He's only played 45 minutes a game. But I mean, there's no reason after that game why, if a journalist asks Amorim now, why can't Martinez play there? There's no reason to justify not playing there because he played really well. He played better there than he does at centre back as that left-sided centre half in that game. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's going to be a trial and error period, isn't it, over these next couple of weeks? I think it's a lot of rotating. God knows who's going to start against Newcastle or how that game's even going to go. But we've had a couple of crazy games, a really good performance today. So I'm not overly emotional. Obviously, I wish we got the win, but it is what it is. Who was the man of the match for you today, Sam?
It's tough, that. I want it's Dorgu or Dallo. I want to go with.
Come a long way. Sam giving Dallo man of the match. Crazy.
Cunha could be in there. Mount could be in there. I think any of those. I'll give it to Dorgu.
Yeah, I'd go Mateus Cunha, even though he missed that sitter. I just thought every time he got on the ball, even though I don't like his style at times because he's almost a little bit too relaxed on the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. He has got that bit now. I feel like, obviously not because I said it, but since I said it, he has started kicking on a little bit more now when he started playing better. And again, he's been at the club for 4 months? So it's going to take a bit of time, but yeah.
He's one of those players as well, when he scores, he gets goal after goal after goal. Like he
Yeah.
did that for Wolves. Like he goes on scoring runs. So hopefully that continues. Like for him now, like he gets another goal against Newcastle and stuff, and he continues that.
Absolutely. If you enjoyed that performance but not the result, please do leave a like on the video for us and subscribe to the channel for any post-match reaction. It'll all be on our Instagram, so please do go over there and give us a follow. Getting close to 10k for a little small reaction from myself. 5 things that I noticed. That'll also be on Instagram and TikTok. And for other little bits, follow us on X. And this has been the post-match review. Man United lost 2-1 to Aston Villa. Newcastle next up. Who's going to play in the